federal agent.
White House staff knew about it all the way back to February. Watch this admission.
Well, here's the deal. I became aware of this problem sometime after April, in early April, about how intense it was.
Mother herself, who has witnessed her friends struggle through this shortage with their young children. Turning Point USA contributor Erin Elmore is with us. Erin, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Erin, I'm so troubled that Joe Biden had no idea about this thing going on while families are suffering in the United States.
No mother in America, the greatest country on the planet, capitalism prevails. We have a surplus of everything, should be going through this. It's absolutely heartbreaking and depressing. And by them importing formula from Europe, that's what the greatest nation on the planet does. It's really shameful and sad. And I just read something actually today from the RNC Rapid Response Team that said that shortages in some states, the shelves are bare to the tune of 90%. That is not acceptable. And these poor children and these poor mothers and these poor families, this is just another sign of many just how bad that Joe Biden is failing the American people on absolutely every level.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've got pictures from Moscow, Russia, where the shelves are filled with baby formula, Mexico, where the shelves are filled, and of course, Border Patrol stations on the border, the shelves are filled with baby formula. Now, let me play a clip for you from Brian Dees. This guy's been out on the talking head circuit. He's one of Joe Biden's economic advisors. Listen to what he had to say about why Joe Biden wasn't informed on this.
Karine Jean-Pierre, your press secretary, just said this has been a whole of government approach. That doesn't include the president?
The FDA took the appropriate measures to shut down the facility in February. And when that happened, the FDA and the relevant officials from across the government were focused on the effort to try to increase production.
Erin, the relevant officials from across the government. This apparently means that Joe Biden is irrelevant even to his staff there.
I wonder how he sleeps at night talking like that. It's so sad. But it honestly makes you think that, was this a manufactured crisis? So this Abbott Labs closed in February because there were legitimate problems, but to not get them, one of the biggest manufacturers of baby formula, up and running in now June, just tells you that there's something not going on that's going well with the FDA or this administration. You know that they manufacture a vast amount of baby formula in this country. Get your people in there, figure out exactly what's going on, and get them up and running in hopefully a week. It shouldn't take this vast amount of time, and that's what makes you think, what are they doing? Do they want to hurt mothers who just want to feed their children? Why couldn't our government do better for the people? Who are they here to serve? And that's really the question that every mother is probably asking herself right now. I know that my son luckily doesn't need formula anymore, but my heart breaks. The empathy and sympathy that I have for these parents, my heart goes out to them.
Well, I want to tell you, I do believe the Biden administration is waging a war on mothers right now. I mean, from the crime that is out of control to this baby formula shortage, you name it, the war on mothers is very, very real. And I'll tell you this, I had a congressman on this program who talked to the CEO of Abbott Labs, said his lab and that factory was ready to go. But FDA inspectors would not go in. Why? Because they were still working from home. They couldn't get FDA inspectors to go in and inspect the plant, so it sat there shuttered for more weeks than it should. Erin, the last word, 10, 15 seconds.
We need a government that cares about the people and does better for our people. And I'm sure you've talked about this on your program. I try to watch every night, but sometimes I do miss. We know that food processing plants have had a lot of fires recently, and I worry that we're going to see, just like our babies need formula, the American people are going to experience food shortages as well. So we really got to be looking forward to these midterms and get the right people in Washington, because right now the American people are suffering, and that suffering sadly only seems like it's going to continue.
Well, here's my promise. We're keeping an eye on all of it, and we're bringing you more news about what's really going on behind the scenes than this MSNBC and CNN nonsense ever are. Erin Elmore, I always appreciate you coming on the program. Thank you.
Thank you for the hard work that you do.